Am I doing this right? Apparently. Not normal rules. Right off the bat. It's like pausing the game. Oh, that's not cool. Oh wait, that's a Del Saber. It's definitely a Del Saber. Okay, wait a second. Não muito, porque tô fazendo live de Blue Burst. Tô no, tô no microfone. Com ninguém? Com ninguém ainda.
Vai na massa?
Não entendi.
Se queijo ralado vai na massa.
Bota!
Ai, não quero. Fica com gostinho. É mussarela ralado. Quem tá conversando aí com essa carinha?
Foi o Ícaro que botou. Where is Discord? Why is it closed? Noises. Alright. Where was it? Okay. I know it. I fucking know it. This is nostalgic. Wait. What? You know what? Ah, come on. I was about to say, I would prefer to be photon drop or something like that. Alright, 2 perfect resists. Yeah. Cyber. Another goddamn perfect resist? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, let me guess. Oh, interesting. Oh no. I know it. Okay. Oh,
You hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I am my new headset is the one that you can take away the microphone. It's just a thing on the microphone, which you can physically pull it out. And I forgot to put it in.
Hey, look at this. I can share my screen. I can actually. But I'm actually transmitting that to YouTube as well. Oh,
Yeah.
EP.
Four by three.
What?
The aspect ratio 4:3.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the most you can get from these kind of games, you know? Não, cara, o Iker até tinha topado jogar hoje, mas o Eduardo falou que é aniversário da esposa dele hoje.
Oh, okay.
I don't need monotomizers when I play.
I have no interest in this game max level.
Why do you say
Max level, max level. When you have already all the equipment, it's just boring.
I disagree, but
Half of the fun of these games is the destination, not is the journey, not the destination.
there's a lot of content that it becomes something you can do only when you have maxed out the gear, so
Yeah, but what about the content that becomes piss easy once you have max out gear? Then it becomes
that's gonna be true for almost every
yeah.
game.
That's what I mean.
Once you maxed out your gear, a lot of the the early game content will be.
No, not even early game. A lot of those missions. Like if you go right now and you just go at TTF, it's gonna be piss easy. Maybe you don't ultimate.
Depends. There are two rooms that are complicated.
Oh,
but
two
those are
rooms. What
two
about in the
rooms,
early
yeah.
game where every enemy is a fucking threat?
Not everywhere.
start with a character, and then start doing forest. You're gonna run into problems, even if you know exactly what you're doing.
That's true to
The
every RPG. But
I know, but like,
if you do control tower now, it doesn't matter if you're level 200 with their max gear. It's gonna be you're gonna have troubles no matter what.
yeah, but that's one thing.
That's control tower. That's if you do respective tomorrow, also you're gonna have some trouble in some places. There's gonna be a trap right here, right?
You're not a cat. You're not the master race, so
The master race. You mean the noob? Oh my god! I'll take this anyway. You mean the noob race, the most useless race of this game?
says the guy who literally plays with one of the most OP, with the most OP class in the game, with one of the most OP things.
I would
You
say
have the highest ATA of the goddamn game.
actually
Or the second highest, sorry.
no, it's the highest ATA.
Oh yeah, because even Hakazil doesn't have the highest ATA because Cass for some reason just doesn't project shit.
It's Hamar is the highest ATA of the game. It's actually the strongest type of character that if you have, but only if you have these guys here. If you don't have these guys right here, you will need a Hamal, a female one.
Doesn't matter. You can equip a bunch of things. You can equip a lot. You have a good chunk of ATP, so you can equip a lot of aka the Excalibur. You can equip the best melee weapon, even though you are supposed to be a ranged thing. You can equip a bunch of ranged weapons
I
because
do
it makes sense
have
because you're a
that, by
ranger.
the way.
And even a fucking who has an Excalibur with the same values with everything, it's gonna miss way more than you.
And there's a problem too. If you are a hook cast, you cannot cast shift on yourself unless you use a few tricks like some weapons that can cast shift in the band.
Yeah, the level
but
10.
they are like no, it's
the level 5.
level 3
Yeah,
or
level-
something. You're still better off doing. You're still fare better with a class like this. With even though Hamal has level 20 shifter in this. Oh, TP material. And Hamar has level 15. You still have higher damage with a Hamar with
The late
with
game,
his own
yes.
shifter.
On the game, late game, yes, because whether what is the fastest class to speedrun this game?
Phonum.
Yeah, for Noom.
For no, probably.
Because the problem aside from the TP problems, the early game the magic is good.
Yeah, the early game techniques are incredible. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then you get to the late game and you fucking every 2 rooms you need to go back to the hospital because you use all of your true fluids and deep fluids and everything.
Yeah. I would say that the only difference that
This game is horribly balanced. This game is horribly
exactly. Horribly balanced.
The problem, it wouldn't have a problem if the Rangers could do the same thing. If it had to do the same thing.
No, the problem is that once you get to the late game, Rangers have all the best things, all the good.
Oh,
all
but
the
they
good
have
equipment.
they have low defense. What's the purpose of have low defense if you can just not take damage?
You can deal
What's
with
the-
every single situation, like with no problem.
Oh, I love that bug.
If you look at the
Remember that bug with the mech? It just happened.
what?
The bug with the mech. If you switch the weapon and attack too fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
It
thing.
doesn't fire. It comes from the central.
Whatever. It just comes from fucking God knows where.
Somehow, if you use that stealth armor, I forgot the name. Somehow it fixes it. Don't ask me why. Oh no, I don't saber.
The worst thing about the hunters is that they are not that much tankier than the rangers, and they miss more, so they're gonna get hit more.
Yeah, and then there are things like if you look at some bosses, like if you take the last boss, the Saint Million Chambertin, there's a situation in which you get close to it and like whatever. You're supposed to
Okay, I attacked twice. Good. Okay, that's it.
what you're
Goodbye.
supposed to do with a fucking melee weapon on that part, you know. And if you're with a hook cast, I literally don't know what a hook cast can do there. It's mandatory to take hits.
Nah, he can. Technically, the hook has to have some ranged options like the disc. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like handguns and stuff, but still will do lower
Shit damage.
Yeah, and then you can pick up a lance launcher as a Hamar and do like meseta damage, like something like this.
Ah,
This is
this game is
plainly
extremely broken.
stupid. This is plainly stupid. Man.
Like, seriously, it feels like they didn't balance this game at all.
Yeah, they were just like going for it.
You remember the joke
another
that you
perfect
said?
resist?
Do you remember the joke that you said about the PSO 2? There's a guy who really loves what was it again, Phantom, or hates Hero or whatever. That every fucking thing would get buffed. Or no, it was Gunner that you complained a lot. Same thing with this game,
Yeah.
but it was with Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. No, base PSO2 they managed to nerf Gunner to oblivion, and it's funny because they nerfed Gunner to oblivion and then it somehow became paired with other classes. That's how stupid it was. It wasn't like they nerfed it. No, they nerfed the other classes and buffed others, and somehow that became balanced. That's how unbalanced it was before those balance adjustments.
Yeah, but it doesn't beat Hero on release.
No, not nothing beats Hero on release. That was like a shit show. Nobody's complaining about that. But after that, after they rebalanced the game, Hero was literally the worst class until they released. I forgot the name of the class.
Phantom?
No.
The
The one that is called Slayer now, Luster.
Oh, the Luster. Isn't it the Luster? The one with the gunblade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until they released Luster, a Hero was like the worst class you could play. It would be outperformed by a Tactor, in which was supposed to be a
Problem with Tackers and Force is that if you're playing Force, you need to play Tacker, and if you're playing Tacker, you need to play Force.
Yeah, the subclass in base game was just plain stupid. The idea that you oh, I'm done. The idea that you like only get stats. Oh, Photon drop. That's
No, you didn't just get stats. You got a bunch of abilities.
yeah, but it's like it's not a subclass. You just get a few skills and stats.
Yeah, except the few skills out of like 25% of the subclasses were completely busted, while others were completely useless. Like, why the fuck would you be the path one? Why did you use that as a subclass?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason. But then you go to fighter or to fucking force.
And then
Congratulations.
If you go hunter, you get super tanky and you survive hits 75% of the time. You don't die. Like
Yeah. Yeah, you go with hunter if you want tankiness. You go with fighter if you want to go glass cannon. And if you want force or attacker if you wanna cast things. That's it.
now, if you wanna cast techniques, you go phantom subclass, and you're like super insane.
Oh yeah, because they actually made it so that those things actually was super. That's so stupid.
Yeah, that was absolutely stupid.
I generally prefer the Monster Hunter PSO 2. Mas o Ícaro vai aparecer?
Eu chamei ele agora aqui. Só que daí... Oh! No! No! Get off me! Ah! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Ah, there he comes. Oh. I hate this. Did I use the right one? I didn't mean to use this one.
Oh, this one the damage one. The one that is good early game, but then Then it's gonna do nothing late
It's gonna
game
do
because
nothing. I was about.
scaling in this game is extremely horrible. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like there is like I think like level 50,
Come
like
on.
every class shine in their own way, but then when you get to level max, it's just like when you get to ultimate, it's like okay, fuck it, we're doing this now.
Yeah, the scale on this game. Base PSO2 has a lot of problems, man.
It's worse.
Base,
It's worse.
You mean, what do you mean in what aspect?
No, base PSO2 or base PSO2 or base PSO?
Base PSO2. I mean,
Oh, base PSO2 you mean on launch or right now?
doesn't matter.
Because on launch is another story. It's a completely different game. It's more of a Monster Hunter type game than a.
Launch wasn't really a great game. It was lacking a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't the easiest thing ever to do an S rank. S rank actually felt earned instead of just doing whatever the fuck. Like even if you went on Forest, it was a hard game.
It wasn't a hard game, man. It wasn't a hard game. It started to become a difficult game around. Have the actual difficult quests around EP5, I'd say. Then it started to have some quests that you actually had some trouble. But before that, it was like, meh, super okay.
I'm talking before even Gunner was a thing, Elvis.
It wasn't that complicated, man.
Yeah, but it was hard to get an S rank.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Then you must remember in the game. But the problem with current PSO2, which current PSO, I mean not
MGS?
not PSO2 2, not PSO2 2. I mean current PSO2. Not 2 2.
Okay, the current state of the base game.
Yeah.
Base game.
Don't say base game. It's Genesis and New Genesis and fucking PSO2. I hate the idea that they made PSO2 New Genesis.
Yeah, they made
So
this because
it's
they made this because as a lot of people would say, PSO2 needed an overhaul. Really bad, needed an overhaul.
that was not an overhaul. That was a goddamn rework. Everything got changed. Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a rework, not an overhaul.
yeah.
Overhaul is changing abilities, changing some stuff, but keeping the same things. They did a whole complete full rework.
They changed the game completely. I don't know why they didn't call it PSO3, but it would be
Or
fair.
not just PSO, another name.
Yeah,
What about PSO New Genesis?
PSO New Genesis would be fair. Without PSO2 New Genesis.
Yeah, because then you played PSO2? Yeah, I remember playing the game back in fucking 2012 or whatever. Oh no, not that one, the new one. What do you mean the new one? They're just new confusion for no reason. It's just so stupid. But the New Genesis is just it leaned in what I was not liking about the PSO2 already. So
What do you mean?
the blah blah blah, and then you fucking fly around the map, and then blah 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 blah, and then you're running, and then you're jumping, and then this is now a Sonic game with the movement and blah 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 blah.
I don't think that the movement is bad actually. They made
It's not a question of bad or not. It's a question that I didn't want it. I don't
okay.
want to play
Okay,
something like that.
Not the type of game you like. Bad.
Yeah, not the type of game that I wanted from PSO. Look at this. Look how grounded this is. I wouldn't mind a little bit of mobility, like maybe a dodge, maybe a little dash or something like that. But dude,
That's literally what they added in the New Genesis. And do you think it's okay?
no.
Do you
The
think
problem is that I'm talking about this right now. The gameplay you're playing right now. You see how grounded it is?
it's
It's how simple.
it's
No, but You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. What I wanted, what I would like, a more grounded gameplay. Sure, the fucking hit stuns game is horrible, and that's something that I'm happy that they changed in PSO 2.
No, having a
Not a
dodge,
doubt.
having a jump, a dodge, and
My
some
problem is the floatiness and the speed of things what happens, and then there's 3 billion enemies in the screen, and then barely like 90% of them are not a threat.
literally the NGS basically PSO2 was like that. Like was really a completely fast-paced game where everything your screen would get chaotic, and it's like dedo no cu e gritaria. But NGS like calm
They don't
things
also,
down, calm things
you know,
down.
they tone it
It's a
down. They
much
tone it
slower
down.
pace. But
They
of
tone
course,
it down.
of course, they still have dodge, still have the dodge mechanics, the counter mechanics, still have jump. Of course, you do
Yeah,
have
my
jump. You
problem,
have
I don't
vertical
have a
game.
problem with those things because the Elden Ring has those things and I 100% it, but I prefer because actually
NGS
what I
is very
feel
slow pace, man.
what I feel about no, it's not a.
It is extremely slow pace,
Then you fucking have ADHD then.
man.
Because now
If
then you're a child in then you're a child in coffee with fucking 3 kilos of grams of sugar in your body.
no,
That's slow
I don't
pace.
even eat sugar.
No, Elvis, play any Dark Souls or Elden Ring
No,
where the move
I'm not.
that's slow pace. No, that's what I mean.
I'm not a-
That's slow pace.
Yeah, I'm not too much into that style.
Yeah.
That
But
for me,
you can say
that for me it's a bit way too slow pace, and every attack you are like committed to the attack. You're locked into
it matters.
animations.
It matters. So every decision that you do can be something. That's why it feels earned when you beat a boss from software games. Everything you do has a risk reward. So you don't just fucking throw things at the screen and then react on the enemy attack.
Yeah, and in PSO2 NGS you do have two options. One you have to the highest DPS one you have to commit.
What the fuck is that Z fighting? Did you see that?
What?
In your screen, go back. Go back to the other side of the tunnel and then walk in.
Okay.
And now go back. Oh, look at that on the left. The Z fighting. No, not completely on the left. Just go back a little bit to the colors are not the darkness is not there. Then look back. Look there. You seen the Z fighting?
Uh-oh.
The Z fight. You seen the Z fighting?
That's
Somebody
old
fucked
games,
up.
man. That's old games. And now I noticed that. That's old games, man. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, that's the
But
Z
I was
fighting.
about to say, NGS you have normally a high DPS PA that you have to commit. You cannot cancel. You don't have cancel times. And you have a lower one that you have a little bit more breadth of cancel times, but varies from one PA to another. But if you look at the feedback, people are always like, please make losing the. Can I walk already? Please make it better to cancel. Please make it better to cancel. People want to spam PAs and react. So yeah, what you're asking is literally goes in the other direction. What people keep complaining about. Damn it!
Please, Elvis, you've dealt with the people, Elvis. You dealt with people and the stupidity that they spew.
I know.
Just
but
because
I'm
somebody
not,
once asks something doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, on the opposite. Oh no!
Oh no! Ouch! Oh yeah, funny. Oh look at the damage you take. This is what I mean, man. Look at that. Look at that in the late game in the thing. Look how much damage you take. You barely take any damage, man. You can take like 15 hits. In normal, when you restart level 10, you take 3 hits and you're dead.
You think?
High risk.
You
What do you mean you think?
You think PSO NGS or even PSO does not have that?
No, I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm talking about before when we were talking about late game and early game in this game.
What's my entire?
Any of us.
Huh?
Early game and late game in this game.
Okay.
The original Blue Burst. I prefer the fucking level 10 when you get 3 hits by those guys and you took twice as much HP and you're down.
You wouldn't get in that much trouble here as much as you think here because those hits would knock me down, and that would actually make things a lot simpler to resolve. No.
I know, but still, it's still risky. You still. What if it doesn't knock you down in one hit? Then boom, congratulations, you got hit again, and then you're dead. Like it still chunks you, and it still puts you like you have like 3 fail safes basically until you heal yourself. Like,
Whoever thought that this rifle
No.
range... this is a handgun, but it has rifle range. Whoever thought
I
this
know.
was a good idea, like, was completely...
nah, whoever thought it was a good idea to make a bunch of enemies in this game that cannot take damage unless they're in a specific phase when they feel like it, go fuck yourself.
I like these mechanics, man. I like it. Oh,
No, that like that water that you can like if you can't freeze them, you're gonna take half an hour to do anything to it.
which one you're talking about?
The pool of water from the caves that
Oh.
you hit like 2 or 3 times and then it just blow. Bleh, bleh,
Yeah,
bleh, bleh.
Oh, we're going to zone 3. Zone 3. Zone 3. Yeah, man, I don't mind that. I don't mind enemies having different mechanics.
My problem is not different mechanics. My problem is that they're invulnerable and I'm at the mercy of the AI to do damage. It's like I don't have a problem if it's like, oh, when he goes down to 50% HP, he does a move and then he heals himself by a little bit. Even Elden Ring has that. But imagine if you're fighting a boss and the computer can just have a random chance to just choose a thing that makes so for 5 seconds he doesn't take damage.
Okay?
And there's no limit to that. So the AI can just do that. If you're unlucky enough, you can do like infinite times. That's not fun. Waiting around for something to happen is not fun. There's a limit to that type of shit, man. Don't leave it that to the random chance to the AI, because there's a chance that he's not gonna do it ever. Then there's a chance he's gonna do it for hours.
I don't see the problem with that, but okay.
If you don't have a specific way of dealing with that, you're gonna waste a lot of time. Oh, yeah, because
no.
if you stay still for some reason, he doesn't hit you. It's so stupid. So stupid.
Just stay where you are, just don't move. Come on, you hit that thing for fuck's sake. No. Yeah, that? Oh. Whoa!
Somebody drops their trash.
There are no drops that I will actually need at this point here.
Yeah, that's also something I don't like about late game. Once you're fully like, there's no mystery
no.
on the drops. There's no like that mystique of like, what do I get? It's just, oh, I dropped it. I don't need it. Cool. I'll do something with it. I guess. And as I said, my biggest problem with Neo Genesis or 2.2 is just the fucking floatiness, and especially if you're playing a ranged weapon, it feels boring.
Ah, that's fine if the game mechanics itself don't appeal to you. That's perfectly fine. What I think is that
No,
people are constantly complaining, giving stupid reasons for, because literally it's just like Gen Zers like have to have this. I want to complain about something, and I'm not saying the game is perfect. The game is far from perfect. Especially on release, that it had barely any content. But people will just like
on
to
release,
complain
at
about any
least
kind of bullshit.
on
Either
release, I'll
like-
say at least the gameplay was new and it was something different from
Yeah,
PS4. So
I like the gameplay itself. I like the flow of the game, how you play, the mechanics of the classes and stuff, and that's all that matters, man. And at the end of the day, and then people are like complaining about uh, all sorts of stuff, man, all sorts of stuff, and you look like some cherry picked stuff that's like,
Oh, like that guy who didn't like Elden Ring on fucking said a bunch of bullshit to people that didn't like Elden Ring, that they were virgins or whatever. And then when a guy went to react to his thing and like pretty much, I won't say debunk, but like out of this point is wrong. He copyrighted his video and started death threats, and then he even got the cell phone of the guy who made the video and started saying that he better watch out. You know about that story?
no, come on,
Everything started because of Elden Ring, by the way.
my
You know about
God,
the story, right?
no.
Yeah, it was a black man too. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like there was no hate crime. That's what I mean. Like it was a black man who did it. Death threats to a YouTuber's mother because he had disagreed with his video.
I was just going to ask you why would that information matter in the first place. But here's the point, man. If you look at, I just recently watched some of the complaints. It's somewhere like, it goes somewhere like, I mean, if you look at what people complain, it's just like rewards, 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 rewards. Fuck you, man. That's all you. That's all they care. And I even saw some people going into the following thing. First, he said at some point that he thinks that it takes too long to build your equipment, which is not true. It's just he's probably
Depends on what I don't know. I currently don't know about the new Genesis, but if it's anything like PSO 2, I agree in some aspects because depending of your time in the or availability time, the game fucks you over.
yeah. But NGS offers you a lot of cheap alternatives that you
No, the
really
thing is,
close.
I'm just
But there is okay,
if it's
let me but
Okay.
let me do one thing.
Say.
Let me just complete what that guy said. Okay. First, he said it takes too long to build an equipment. In his mind, he said a fair amount of time to build an equipment would be about a week of work. This is what one of his comments. Okay. Okay. In another comment, he said, I don't like to play missions if there's no rewards, and rewards must lead you to improve your equipment. If I reach my maximum equipment, I don't, and the quest don't give me more reward, and I don't play anymore. And in a third comment, he was complaining, why does this game cannot give me more than a week of content? So if you add those things up, okay, he wants 1 week worth of gear update. After updating his gear, he doesn't play anymore. He doesn't feel the need to play. He doesn't feel enticed to play. And then he complains that he's only appealed for 1 week. How do you make this person happy?
You don't. You tell them to fuck off.
You know what I mean? That's my point. How to make this guy happy, man? Speaking of which, let me do this real quick. You don't. Another person also said that, I'm not gonna play. There was a new quest coming in. He said, I'm not gonna play this new quest because definitely there won't be enough rewards. There won't be enough rewards. And then when the quest came and he had actually good rewards, and then he started complaining that because of the good rewards, the market broke because the prices of those rewards went lower, and so he couldn't sell for that much, and he started still complain anyway. So man, you cannot make this generation happy. There's no way.
It's not generational. It's just masses. It's masses. Don't say generation. Say the masses, because it doesn't matter the generation. There's always gonna be retarded people. Doesn't matter how free fucking knowledge is. Some people choose stupidity, and that's it. Doesn't matter the time, the period of time. Time of like doesn't matter the time that you were born. Doesn't matter when you were born. Even in the caveman days, there were still stupid people, dude. And in 3 million years from now, some life form is gonna appear, and there's still gonna be like majority is gonna be stupid people. That's part of existence, stupidity.
Maybe, but the point is that, man, it's not like
I
me. It's not
understand.
like I am perfect. You and me are perfect or something. But at the end of the day, for me, this is just video games. I just want to hop in, forget a little bit about the reality of real life. Just
They play Barbie dollhouse then.
like I just want some escapism, and people take this so seriously because simply they couldn't
It's
get
Japanese people, you
They-
dumb fuck.
What do you mean? It's Japanese.
It's either it's Japanese neats or fucking weebs playing that game, man.
Okay,
Get
I
your
would
ass
say
right
the
the
fuck
gutter.
weebs because what I'm talking about are the complaints from the global side of things.
Weebs. It doesn't matter if it's neats. Neats and weebs are almost the same thing. The only difference is where they were born.
The Japanese people complain about different stuffs of the game, and they are
Neats.
much more on the target. They are much more on the target. They're like, because they're much more on the target on things that NGS actually needed to improve, and the way that you voice it. I think it's probably the way that you voice. What you can literally say is this. For instance, I'll give you one example. Like, I don't want to play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It doesn't appeal to me. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like X Factor. I don't like it. I think it's too cheap.
Nobody really likes that. Everybody says that thing is stupid, and they
It's
can.
too cheap. And I was like, hey, okay, I don't like to play this game. But I look at other people playing, they are having fun, and I was like, hey, I have my problem with this game, this or that. I think I prefer the older versions, and I'm not gonna play it. So it's not like I'm going to get into a fucking forum of that game and keep bashing the game every day, but still play, and bash the game again and still play. You know, what's your
You
problem?
can't even. Don't even do that with Marvel's Capcom 3 because the game hasn't been updated ever since like 6 months after launch.
Yeah, and it's like I don't like that game. Oh. Shifted the bends over.
A lot of do you know that the game got a resurgence? It's even gonna be on Evo now. And there's of course that the mods are not gonna be on Evo, but there's people doing mods and even adding characters.
Oh, interesting. At the end of the day,
Yeah, they added the Wesker from Resident Evil 1 since there's already an outfit. And he has a completely different moveset. Como eu tava te dizendo, cara, só por causa que o Icaro fica te enchendo o saco, não é pra mandar ele tomar no cu o tempo todo, velho.
não, ele acabou de responder no Discord. Cara, at the end
Ele
of the
acabou de
day,
entrar no Discord, Elvis.
Alô?
alô,
Tamo te
Alô?
ouvindo, tamo te ouvindo, tamo te ouvindo.
Ah, tá, legal. Tá. E aí, como é que tá a situação?
e aí?
E aí? Opa, tem alguém transmitindo aqui um Blue Burst?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Okay. I
It's
managed.
late game and you're playing as Amar.
How difficult it can be.
Yeah, no, you're even playing normal things, so fuck off.
I can do a TTF here in like
No, you know what I mean? It's like you're even playing on episode, playing on episode 1, not even fucking 4.
episode 1. Episode 1 is more difficult than episode 4.
Really?
Yes.
What about
Absolutely
2?
yes. With the exception if you do like
I feel like the bosses are harder.
Eu não consigo ver a transmissão.
Hã?
Não aparece nada pra mim, parece que você foi desconectado.
Ué, cara, tu pode olhar no YouTube.
Ah,
I can send you the link.
né?
But I can stop. But here's the thing. Here was what I'm about to say.
Mandei o link pelo Discord.
Do YouTube?
Pode crer.
Eu não, eu tô zoando, não é não.
Ele mandou um Rick Roll.
Não, eu mandei buttsex.com.
But
Ah, beleza.
that's something you can share to everyone and it's fine. Okay. But here's
Dependendo do post do 9gag é mais tenso.
Mandei o link pelo...
But, cara, at the end of the day, let me share on Discord the link. At the end of the day,
que vocês estavam jogando, Edmond? Você tava jogando
Nada.
PSO ou tava só assistindo o vídeo?
Não, eu entrei faz menos de 20 minutos.
É, eu tô.
Ah, tá. Eu tava no mercado aqui, depois de voltar.
É, eu tô fazendo transmitindo Bluebird. But my point, the final point about NGS that we were talking about. At the end of the day, no PSO was ever perfect or super balanced or whatever. You know what made us come here
None of
back
them
and
are.
over and over again? In which, because a lot of people said,
Sim.
NGS lost the soul of PSO2. In that sense, I agree, because the soul of PSO2 was something that they don't even realize. The soul of PSO2 is that you would join here to actually meet people, and just the soul of PSO2, PSO in general, was always the people there that you would meet around and just talk bullshit and kill silly monsters and stuff like that. But the problem is
Agree.
that is
Absolutely
gone.
agree.
That is gone.
And now, and they replaced with a shitty craft system.
Shitty graphic system.
The craft
Cara, se
system
tu parar
is
pra
fine.
pensar, se
I
tu
think
parar
it
pra
could-
pensar,
It should be
se tu
better.
parar
It
pra
could be
pensar,
better. The craft system could be better, but the problem is that, man, what makes me not go into NGS is like you go there and there's gonna be a bunch of Gen Z just crying about every aspect of the game, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Just enjoy the game and stop talking shit. Something like that.
Just shut the fuck up.
Cara, minha
parar
mente
pra
tá
pensar.
bugada. Eu não consigo pensar em inglês. Que bosta.
se tu parar pra pensar, New Genesis saiu como Early Access Crafting. Com tag de crafting.
I think
Só
it
faltava um survival. Só faltava um survival crafting ali.
I think they should improve that crafting system and make it even more crafty. But
Daí tu tem que fazer uma picareta pra minerar coisa.
Minecraft.
Daí tu vai daí tu faz um portal, daí tu vai pra próxima área.
É, tá foda. Tá difícil assim. É que, tipo, existe uma grande dificuldade em balancear, cara. Se o jogo vai ser de MMO, se ele vai ser de. Se vai ter craft system ou alguma coisa assim,
cara,
sem deixar
eu acho que tem
tendencioso só
pouco
pra um
craft,
lado, né?
Eu acho que tem pouco
Cara,
craft, cara.
Não, cara, uma coisa eu vou te
Eu
falar,
acho que o
Elvis.
craft é muito simples no NGS.
É.
Não, eu não vou. Cara, eu vou te falar a real, velho. Eu, como alguém que jogou tanto o WoW clássico faz menos de 5 anos e tá jogando retail agora, velho, craft é uma coisa impossível em MMO de balancear, velho.
Pode ser.
Por causa que tu crafteia, é o item mais forte que tu pode conseguir fácil, mas daí qualquer coisa que tu vai fazer, tu vai achar uma coisa melhor. Daí o craft fica meio por motivo nenhum.
A única
Essa
coisa que eu
craft-
acho que tinha que ter. Isso aqui eu acho que tinha que ter. Craft de preset, por exemplo. Fixa isso, fixa aquilo. Não, talvez não craftar a arma em si. O craft dos presets. Isso é uma coisa que tá faltando, tá ligado?
Quando você refere presets, você tá se referindo em que sentido?
O NGS tem os presets, que é o fixa ataque, fixa termina, que te dá ou um pouco mais de chance de crítico, ou um pouco mais de percentual de dano. Fixa ataque não devia existir. Caralho. Tá? Porque se tu bota qualquer coisa que dá mais dano, tá? Tu anula os outros presets.
Pra que tu vai precisar mais chance de crítico se tu vai dar dando mais dano e quando tu crita tu ainda vai dar dando mais dano ainda?
Como assim? Pra que tu vai precisar de mais
Tipo,
chance
não,
de crítico? O crítico, ele resolve o variation.
Não, aí que tá, cara, mas isso
Que
é quando
uma
tu
merda
dá...
aquele jogo, que é uma
Quando
merda
tu
no
critar... Quando tu critar, mas se tu tiver o teu overall damage não critando for bom, tu não precisa critar.
Tu precisa critar sim, porque no NGS, o variation eu não sei se tu sabe, mas o variation é de 50% a 100%. Aí tu pode adicionar o que tu puder de dex, cara. Com o teu melhor gear, tu vai ter pelo menos 72%, 75% a 100% de variação.
De crítico?
Não, de variação. 72%.
Acima. De dano a mais, né?
72 a 100%, ou seja, tu pode dar 70% do teu dano ao invés de dar o 100% dele se tu não critar. E segundo, o crítico te dá 20% a mais. O crítico, ele é naturalmente 20% acima do máximo.
Shit's broke, then.
Exato, o crítico é muito... É aí que tá, cara. Isso é um ponto que no NGS é muito ruim, porque o crítico é muito importante.
Eu odeio variação de. Talvez tu crit dá muito dano, talvez tu fica dando cosquinha.
Aham, e a variação é de 50%, cara. Tipo,
50% é avacalhado, né?
metade do dano. Cara, é avacalhado isso aí. E o que acontece? O que acontece? Tu acha que tem alguém reclamando disso?
Tem do que avacalha o jogo de fato, não, né? Só de putariazinha.
Não. Reclamam. O cara reclamando do fato de que. O cara reclamando outra hora de que. O problema do jogo vertical. Tipo, super cherry-picked
Fuck off,
stuff.
dude.
Oh, shit.
Stop throwing shade at me.
O quê?
You throwing shade at me, bitch. Só porque eu tava falando reclamando do.
Não. Tinha um outro cara que tava falando assim, tipo, o problema é que antigamente a gente podia mirar pra cima e atirar e agora a gente pode subir. Sim, isso era um puta problema no PSO 2, que se tu fosse jogar de sword, tá ligado? Tu ia cair pro chão o tempo inteiro e tu não conseguia se manter a altura.
Tu não ia jogar de sword, tu ia jogar de hunter. Por causa que Hero não tem esse problema.
Não, Hero...
Hero dá tirinho, né? Ele dá.
Não, até a porra do Hero com a sword ficava no ar infinitamente.
Sim, com certeza.
Com certeza,
Não tem.
Eu acho que o jogo aéreo do
mas era legal,
tá
cara.
ok. O jogo aéreo do NGS tá ok.
O jogo do Hero ele era injusto pros outros players, mas ele era bem divertido pra quem jogava de Hero. Com certeza.
Cara,
É que a gente tava falando. Tu não jogou launch.
Depois que eles buffaram o Hero, sim, porque quando ele. Teve um período em que o Hero ainda tava naquela, tipo. Ele.
Ainda bem que
começava
sofreu.
com 60% a menos de power.
Aham.
Morri.
Ainda bem que tu sofreu, porque quando o bagulho saiu, vá tomar no cu. Não tinha motivo de jogar qualquer outra classe.
Logo que saiu,
Sim, eu lembro. Eu tava
mas
jogando
e aí, e o Gunner?
com o Braver, não tava?
E o Gunner?
Não, tava...
Vamos punir os
Eu,
Gunner,
Eric.
então.
Uhum. Eu jogava de Braver. Teve uma época que o Braver tava uma bosta.
Cara, o Braver nunca foi uma bosta.
Tem uma época que a Katana... desculpa, a Katana Braver era uma bosta.
Porra,
Literalmente...
o principal.
A Katana nunca foi uma bosta.
Não, cara, teve um bom tempo que o pessoal usava bow, Elvis.
O bow
E
só
o pessoal
foi arma pra boss, cara. O bow era uma arma pra boss, pra emergency quest. Era só pra isso que
O final do
seria
jogo
o
é
bow.
só Emergency Quest, cara.
Não, vai fazer
verdade.
endless. Vai fazer endless. Vai pegar teu Forever Loner de bow.
Pra quê?
Porra.
Pra quê? Como pra quê?
Luca aqui, eu fiz essa quest, não sei, eu terminei essa quest, olha aqui, meu pau é menor que o de vocês.
Uma das coisas legais do
Try Hard na época
coisa
era nessa vibe mesmo.
Endless, Masquerade,
Mordigo fechado.
Divide Quest era legal pra caralho.
Fazer Tokyo Key.
Fazendo um joguinho.
Oh,
Divide Quest era legal pra caralho.
meu
Masquerade era legal
Deus.
pra caralho.
quantos personagens eu upei, velho, naquela porra daquele jogo.
Mas é verdade. Vocês não pilham em jogar algum jogo cooperativo de zoeira agora, só pra dar uma brincada?
Quer jogar um 7 Days, cara?
Por mim, a gente
Tá quase,
joga.
tá quase numa Blood Moon, cara.
Só pra não sacanear o
cara.
file lá do. Só te liga, só pra não sacanear o file lá do Eduardo, a gente podia por mim até jogar alguma coisa que soaria até como Blood Moon pra gente. E seria tipo um Left 4 Dead 2. Survival.
Eu não sei se o Elvis tem.
É muito engraçado. No modo Survival do Left 4 Dead 2.
Eu tenho.
Eu tenho aqui também.
Eu me lembro, eu ganhei de
É desespero.
Natal muito passado, que eles deram de graça.
Sim, sim.
eu não
Já jogava Left 4 Dead 2?
Não.
É praticamente a mesma coisa. Então, óbvio, ele não tem craft system. É um jogo linear, assim, de rede e jogar online de tiro de primeira pessoa pra matar zumbi em horda. E só que ele é difícil, cara. Não é joguinho fácil. Tipo, pra aguentar uns 10 minutos de survival, tu tem que ser pica. Sério.
Elvis, você não precisa se preocupar, até 13 de julho tá R$13,30.
Tá.
Então, se quiser comprar, é hora de comprar.
Eu acho que a gente ia dar boas risadas jogando Left agora.
Eu não tenho problema em jogar Left 4 Dead. O jogo também é pequenininho.
Só vou botar pra instalar aqui rapidinho, se for o caso.
Quer tentar jogar, Elvis?
Deixa eu terminar.
Eu vou deixar instalando just in case. Um outro jogo que poderia ser legal também, que eu já joguei e ele dá pra jogar por mais de uma pessoa, é aquele. Como é que é o nome aqui? Só um segundinho. Ele é de ninja. É o Shadow Warrior 2. Bom joguinho. É de RPG, tu dá dano, tu ganha XP, tu dropa arma.
Shadow Warrior 2 eu tô ligado. Mas eu
É
não
bom
tenho.
joguinho, cara. Que esse daí é um pouco mais incomum, né? Mas o Left eu acho que é
A
mais
gente tava
tranquilo.
dando 3 pila e 3,50 praticamente.
Aham. Eu vou deixar instalando ele aqui então. Eu jogava muito com meu irmão também, esse daqui. Com meus dois irmãos.
Uma vez eu baixei só pra brincar, de jogar, mas daí começou do nada a vir. Eu tava jogando, me divertindo, daí começou a vir. Tem de mim aqui, pera, mata. Aí eu percebi, puta que pariu, eu tô jogando com 3 pirralho. Falou.
Falou, literalmente, né?
Nem tinha falado nada, mas só desaparecido do nada.
Aham. Ah, tem que ser divertido pra todo mundo, né? E é legal quando tu joga com a galera que tu conhece, cara. Daí é tri. Porque dá pra tentar até fazer umas estratégias, algumas coisas assim. O único foda é que, tipo, Left 4 Dead ele tem uns zumbis normais, né? Que tá de boa, ok e tal. Às vezes vem demais, mas até aí ok. Mas, cara, quando começa a vir, tipo, tanque, boomer,
Ah, sim.
e os,
Não,
e os modificados, é
o
bem
Left 4 Dead, não, o Seven Days to Die tá começando a fazer isso com os zumbis. Quanto
Uhum.
mais difícil fica. Tanto que até eu e o Elvis a gente viu que tinha um zumbi que era um boomer praticamente, só que não deixava vômito, tá ligado?
Sim.
Mas eles podiam.
Pra mim, o mais legal de tudo, assim, ó, do Left, que eu acho que a comunidade fez em si, foi os mods, cara, de arma, principalmente. É muito legal. Tu pegar e tu tá ali jogando, quando vê tu tá jogando com uma, sei lá, uma metralhadora da Segunda Guerra e uma katana, tá ligado? Umas loucuras assim, e tipo, mod de personagem, coisa do gênero. Bem legal. Tipo, vou jogar com o Leon do Resident Evil, tipo assim. Muito interessante.
Mas,
Ou é-
cara,
ou é-
se quiser jogar Seven Days to Die não tem problema, porque o Eduardo,
Ah, a gente
Esquece.
a gente pode fazer a Blood Moon, cara.
ele não tem
Eu quero ter
problema.
uma olhada. Não tem problema. A
Ah,
gente pode
de
fazer a
boas.
Blood Moon hoje.
Mas de qualquer forma, eu tô baixando o Left 4 Dead.
Tranquilo.
Just in case. De qualquer forma, é um jogo de 10 minutos se a gente quiser jogar ele de boa. Pra dar uma brincada.
O Left 4 Dead 2
Eu
ainda.
queria muito que o Elvis jogasse esse jogo pra ele conhecer. É uma experiência.
Oh, shit.
É uma experiência legal.
Querem jogar o. Qual é o nome daquele. Quake Eternal é o nome daquele jogo?
Ah, Quake. Eu jogava Quake 3 Arena antigamente e o Unreal.
Ah, Quake 3 Arena. Aí tu tá falando minha
Era do
língua.
caralho.
Quake
Quake
3
3 Arena era do
Arena,
caralho.
cara,
Classiqueira, né?
Bora
lá.
aqueles eram os tempos,
Quake
cara.
Quake Champions.
Quake Champions.
Foi os que eles lançaram recente, eu não cheguei a
É?
tentar.
Eu não-
Ah, cara.
Não cheguei a
Tem,
tentar
o jogo tá praticamente morto, mas, cara, eu não gostei por causa que tem personagem único com habilidade especial. O gameplay. Imagina um Quake 3,
cagaram.
só que o personagem que tu seleciona, ele tem uma habilidade, tá ligado?
Entendi.
Cagaram daí.
Daí ficou estranho.
Não, mas não é tipo muita habilidade, só uma única habilidade. Tipo, quando tu vai jogar com. É Sword? Não é Sword. O básico mesmo, tá ligado? Ele tem uma habilidade de fazer. Ele pode se teletransportar, tá ligado? Joga tipo uma granadinha, ele transporta, pode fazer telefrag.
Entendi.
E cada personagem tem um máximo de HP e armadura.
Entendi. Na época eu joguei muito
Ok.
o
tá
Quake
falso.
3 e ele era bem
Falso.
difícil, cara.
Quake
Porque-
3 é difícil.
Não, difícil no sentido que tinha uma galera que se aproveitava de uns bugs do jogo pra usar como modo de jogo.
Ah, tá. Não, aí tudo bem, tá jogando multiplayer. Você tá falando aquele single player,
Não,
velho.
era tranquilo.
Não, cara,
Era bem legal.
o Quake 3 multiplayer não era assim, cara. Tu chegar no nível da galera, não era assim.
Teve um
Não,
jogo
pegava.
que o bicho pegava pra caralho, que infelizmente o jogo foi meio abandonado, hoje só tem server pirata. O The Duel, estão ligados? Aquele que tu usava arma e espada em terceira pessoa. Jogo desgraçado, velho. Ele era tipo um jogo em terceira pessoa de air dash de tiro, tá ligado? De tiro,
Guns The Duel?
Guns the Duel. Guns the Duel.
Ah, já
Era
vi isso.
Isso pra caralho. Esse era outro jogo que o pessoal usava bug como técnica de jogo. De tu quebrar uma animação pra fazer outra coisa, de tu desviar, de fazer não sei o quê.
Sabe qual é a pior coisa do Quake 3?
Qual?
Se tu for jogar com bot, os bots eles têm as dificuldades próprias. Não importa a dificuldade que tu coloca.
Não
Tipo
sei.
assim, se tu for.
É verdade.
Se tu for
é
botar,
verdade,
se
é
tu for
verdade.
botar 5 Crash na dificuldade mais difícil, elas vão ser uma batata comparado ao Xavier.
O
Não,
Xavier,
Xavier.
Xavier é tipo. É o careca, né?
Aham.
Entendi o que quer dizer. O monge, aquele?
É, aquele monge.
Sei,
Se tu
sei, sei.
bota 5 Crash contra 5 Xavier, já era. O Xavier vence de 0 a 10,
Vendo?
de 0 a 0.
É,
Entendi.
o Crash acho que era o mais fraquinho.
Aham.
Sabe,
Crash.
É, uma mulher.
sabe qual personagem que eu jogava no Quake 3? Jogava com aquele que é tipo. Ele como é, que é um tipo um lagarto humanoide que usava tipo um capuz, sabe, vermelho,
Tô ligado, tô ligado.
que deixava legal. E o olho, às vezes, jogava com ele também. E a guria que tem os. Como é que chama? Os roller voador, tá ligado?
Aham, tô ligado.
Os patins voador, assim. Achava legal.
Eu jogava de bônus.
Vamos lá, Darkfallzinho.
Ah, tá ligado, caveirinha.
É, só que eu jogava com aquele espectral.
Uhum,
Porque era um esqueleto fantasma.
uhum. Que viagem.
Recentemente, eu quero dizer, nesse ano mesmo, cara, no começo desse ano, eu peguei aquele Xbox Game Pass e tem todo o Quake e eu virei o single player na dificuldade mais difícil.
Porra, Aí sim, eu jogava. Sabe na época que eu jogava Quake, eu jogava no Dreamcast, então é difícil, é diferente, né? Tu jogar no controle assim normal.
Não
não,
tem como
100%.
já.
Não. Não, cara, eu acho que, ninguém consegue enfrentar um Xavier na fase final, naquele mapa de controle, velho. Na dificuldade
É
mais
meio,
difícil.
é meio estranho, porque tu tem que virar a câmera muito rápido, né?
Não é isso, aquela desgraça do Xavier na dificuldade máxima, cara. Tu não pode aparecer por 0,5 segundos.
Só um segundinho, só vou receber um produto aqui, peraí.
Não. Que cagada ali, mano. Meu Deus.
Quer comprar? Compra o Left 4 Dead 2 e a gente joga os. Daí a gente ainda deixa Blood Moon pra próxima vez.
Por mim a gente pode fazer a Blood Moon hoje, cara.
Se vê com o Igor, então.
Vai. Oh, shit.
Éder, chama a mãe pra dar remédio pra ela. Ela vai quietar. Eu não me importaria em jogar um Dead by Daylight se tivesse 5 pessoas, velho. Tem outros. How do you kill this thing with melee only, Elvis?
You don't. You don't.
Very slowly.
Não, imagina tu. Imagine you have to actually get the chance to get close to it.
I don't. You can, but it's just so boring.
No, imagine. Like, you cannot decide where the boss is gonna approach. Okay. Can I get a ray ring?
Olha isso. Não saía. Olha o melão, sabe?
Red ring?
Pouca placa de
Oh.
vapor. Os favores
Wait.
de trazer o pai.
You got a middle finger. Nice.
Não, ela simplesmente.
Tá bem bom, tá? Traz um pedaço pra mim.
Rapidinho, isso daqui é tipo brilho.
Cara, o boss não dropou nada.
Nada.
Apenas tela pra você.
Se fuder.
Pode trocar esse valor pra você.
Opa, voltei. Tive que pegar uma encomenda que tinha feito.
Não, beleza. Vamos fazer
Matou o
uma
boss?
O Dark Falls? Matei?
Matou?
Matei? Não, se eu não matar aquele Dragfoss em físico,
Ah,
né?
Ah, sei lá, não deu pra ver.
Se eu não matar, eu enfio ele no meu cu. Ups, fechei o jogo sem querer. Acho que eu vou ter
Agora eu
que
vou ter que
fazer isso.
enfiar no meu no cu.
Eu sou um homem de minhas
Ah.
palavras.
Tá merda.
Ô, Icaro, tu já jogou Dead by Daylight, cara?
Eu já joguei, sim. Aham, eu joguei o 1. Bem bom.
Quê?
Eu joguei o 1 no Note, na época eu não consegui jogar ele no gráfico máximo, mas era um jogo bem bom. Era legal. De zumbi, né? De parkour.
Não, Dead by Daylight. O
Dead
que tu
by-
joga com. O
Dead
que
by
tu tem.
Daylight. Ah, é o de...
Não é o de.
Que tem um
Ah, eu
assassino.
confundi com o Dying Light. Ah, não, tá. Dead by Daylight eu já joguei também. Não gostei.
É, cara, o jogo. Tu jogou quando, cara?
Cara,
Recentemente ou faz um bom tempo?
eu joguei faz um bom tempo, mas eu não gostei da ideia do jogo em si, tá ligado?
Ah, cara.
Porque
Cara,
é que eu queria dar tiro nos caras, loucurada, mas não, era só fugir e fazer os geradorzinhos lá e torcer pra que não estourasse e tentar fugir daquela porra. Desespero.
mas essa é bem a moral do jogo, mas, cara, te falar, cara. Se for jogar agora. Se for jogar agora é pior ainda, só pra avisar. Eu parei de jogar aquele jogo, velho. Eu cheguei a rank level 1 de killer, velho. Parei de jogar aquele jogo. Nunca mais.
Por
A
quê?
galera fica dando hate? Rage quit?
Não só isso, cara. Não, eles mudaram o sistema do jogo completo. Teve power creep fudido, tá ligado?
Uhum.
Vamos supor, o jogo começou como um PSO e terminou com o New Genesis, tá ligado? Agora, o bagulho ser bem simples, tá
Já.
tipo um monte de. O killer antigamente era o quê, velho? O Michael Myers.
Aham.
Que eu jogava bastante. Tinha que ficar olhando pros caras com a tua habilidade e tu ia ganhando level. Quando chegava level 3, tu
Aham.
fazia one hit kill. Daí tu pegava
Sim,
os caras e
entendi.
colocava no hook.
Tô ligado.
Daí agora saiu um outro personagem, faz um bom tempo, do qual ela consegue colocar aves fantasmas na frente dela. Tu pode colocar 2 e tu só larga e ele vai dar um status. Se tu acertar o cara, quando ele tá com aquele status, ele dá dano. E daí ela tem mais um outro poder. E blá, blá, blá. Se tornou uma coisa simples, uma coisinha que tu consegue ler em um parágrafo, pra uma
Falando aqui,
habilidade que tu tem.
Uhum.
Uma
Ah,
habilidade que tu tem que.
complicaram o negócio desnecessariamente.
O bagulho,
Entendi.
tu tem que ler uma Wikipedia inteira pra saber o poder do bicho.
Puta merda. Que
Sem contar
merda.
que colocaram um monte de habilidade. Desde que do Resident Evil. Agora, se tu chegar a quantos por cento disso daqui, tu pode colocar um flashbang pra quando o killer for bater no gerador, ele dá um flashbang no killer.
Faz armadilhas e treta. Complicaram o jogo um monte, em resumo.
Daí que aconteceu? Daí aquela mecânica de tipo, o killer tá indo atrás dos caras e os caras pra sentir medo. Que nada, velho. Os caras ficam botando um monte de coisa. Parece Looney Tunes, tá ligado?
Os caras. Entendi os caras fazendo o negócio do. Como é que é o nome? Da. O Coyote encomendava pra pegar o Papaléguas, lembra? Esqueci o nome. Indústria Acme.
Cai uma bigorna,
Cai
cai uma bigorna
Cai
na
uma
cabeça
bigorna.
Cai uma bigorna na cabeça
Do killer, aham.
killer.
Aham. Sacanagem. Ô, mano,
Aí
só me dá um segundo que chegou aqui minha janta aqui.
Beleza?
Só me dá um segundo aqui.
Aí
Deixa
ativa
eu ver
uma
o que eu vou fazer.
habilidade e o killer fica dançando Moonwalker, dançando Billie Jean.
Que, meu Deus, velho. Quantidade de coisa que eles colocaram. Te mostrar aqui. Eu vou dar um share no meu screen só pra te mostrar.
Vou encerrar aqui o stream. Por que eu tô como invisível?
Eu diria que foi aqui que o jogo deu o pique, velho. Tá vendo?
Uhum.
Assistiu? Where's the... No, that's better. Mas aqui foi bem no Ghostface que deu o pique, velho. Porque só pra te mostrar exatamente o Michael Myers, certo?
Uhum.
A habilidade dele. Cadê aqui, ó? Habilidade. To see prey building up more evil by stalking them. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. Ability Stalk, which is the ability, quanto mais pessoas tem, mais coisa. E modifica os status dele, tá ligado? That's it. Right? That's it.
Acho que eu gostei mais dessa. Tu botou
Sem
o
contar
queijo ralado? Na massa? Ah.
Sem contar, dude, this is an original
Peraí, cara,
killer.
peraí.
This is an
O que
original.
foi? Sexta, até sexta eu vejo, pode ser? Tá bom. Tá bom. Aproveitar, né?
Look at the basic design, velho. Like it actually doesn't that thing looks like a fucking thing from an actual movie? Just a guy with a mask and a spooky mask. Or is this is the decaying woman from fucking whatever, right?
Ok.
And then you have this.
Huh?
Or this. These are new killers, by the way. These are 2 new killers. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and look at this ability of this. Birds, Diacrow, Flight Path, Swarm, Repel. There's like, this ability has 3 fucking uses, tá ligado? Sadako. You remember Sadako? You know they added Sadako, right?
Sei.
Okay. She starts with the manifested, but then she has an ability is projected, then she has an ability condemned, then she has an ability interact stare, then she has an special interaction retrieve tape and turn off TV. Like, even Nemesis, man. Look at Nemesis. Nemesis is supposed to be so simple. He has mutation and he has zombies around the stage, and the person can get a vaccine to make so he is no longer contaminated. And it's just like, why are you adding so much shit? Like, up to Gunslinger. Gunslinger is the most basic thing. You know what his thing? He aims and he shoots, and then he drags you because this gun is also a thing that there's like has a little crank to when it shoots a little shoots this. I forgot the name. Chain thing of this.
Ok.
And then he drags you up to him, and then he hits you. That's it. Sure, it has some like injured state, deep wounds or whatever, but that's it. Then you go to the fucking Pyramid Head. There's the right of judgment, special attack, special ability, another special ability. More and more and more. I don't even know what these guys do. Stopped caring about the game for so long.
I don't know.
What the fuck is this? Quantum instantiation, fucking slipstream teleportation, electromagnetic pulse device. This is a fucking Command and Conquer upgrade, not a fucking horror game type of stuff. But it's cool that they added Wesker.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. They're still adding cool stuff. They also, even though I don't like this whole night, I like the appearance. This is a cool design. It's just a horrible night.
Let me stop streaming.